Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, I only have Joe.
Hey, man.
Hello, man.
Usually I'm saying that to it feels like I'm saying that to an audience, but now I'm just saying it right at you.
Directly to me.
Yeah, you're the titular man that I'm referring to.
I'll take it. I'm into it. I'm into it, man.
Cool.
Fun thing when I was setting this up, by the way, Joe, and I don't know if maybe it's going to just be unceremonious and we'll blow by it, but I realized that this is episode 199.
Oh.
Which means
like TV episode 199 or like
episode 199.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what TV episode.
Gotcha.
I don't add or subtract the other ones.
Well, do we celebrate show episodes or like TV episodes? Like when we did Big Bang Theory, which one was that?
Well, that was just episode 100.
Yeah, but was that?
It was probably TV episode like 94.
Oh,
or
okay.
Something like that,
Okay.
you know?
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So.
Okay. So we should celebrate 200 then.
Does that mean we have to do another? What was that? What's that guy's name?
Hugh Laurie or whatever.
We have to do another Hugh Laurie.
Wait, no. Hugh Laurie is the guy that
That's not
plays. That's House, right?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Well, but see, this
Chuck
is
Lorre.
Chuck Lorre. This is how good his shows are. We can't remember his name.
Chuck.
Yeah,
I guess we could find a Chuck Lorre and squeeze it in.
We could do that, or we could just wait and see if Jimmy's listening. And if he picks a glorious 200 episode theme and fun show to play.
Yeah.
And if he does that, maybe he'll get a point.
Yeah. I think we should just pin it on him to hey, it's got to be good. It's number 200.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, you're listening. Because we know you are.
Yeah, if you're somehow listening to this 199 and you're not a regular week-to-week listener, stay tuned for next week. It's going to be a bonanza.
Yeah, it's going to be sick as hell, all planned by Jimmy, who's not here this week.
Going to be great. Best show we've ever done.
Yeah, I can't wait to see perform and do all of the best we've ever done in First and Last history.
Yeah. We might have a musical guest. Who knows? Big
music
blowout for 200.
Oh, man, do you think Jimmy's gonna get? Beyonce? You think Jimmy's gonna?
Just in lieu of talking about predictions at the end, it's just a musical performance by Beyonce.
And special guest Beyonce. First and Last 200. Oh, maybe we'll tweet at Beyonce and say, "What are you doing? What are you doing next Thursday?"
I feel like we're gonna get sued by just mentioning Beyonce
saying
on this
the
episode.
Word Beyonce. Done.
Yeah.
Allegedly, we're going to get Beyonce next week. Derek, you can't sue us now, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works? Can't you just sue anybody for anything?
Yeah, I checked with my lawyers.
And Beyonce can sue us. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is not the primary litigation against us versus Beyonce podcast. What is First and Last for somebody who saw 199 and jumped in?
It's a gimmicky TV pod where we take a TV show and watch the first episode, feel our feelings about it, make some predictions for the finale, and then skip right to the finale and watch that. And then we see how well we did and just get our general impressions of a show from just watching the first and last episode. A lot of shows change, a lot of shows don't. Some shows just, completely turn inside out by the end. I think the show that I've picked today, I think it's gonna bookend is my prediction. I feel like it had a good run, and I feel like they knew that their show was coming to an end, so they capped it off appropriately. That's number one prediction. Solid ending.
Okay. But it was you that decided the show.
Yeah. So about a month ago, I signed up for a free month of Paramount Plus.
Terrible streaming service, by the way. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly terrible. Allegedly will not be renewing beyond my free month. But because my free month was ending, I decided to see what else is on here. And I found a little show from the 80s called MacGyver.
Oh.
That has all 7 seasons on Paramount Plus. Originally aired on ABC, but now I think is a property owned by CBS because Apparently CBS did a reboot of MacGyver that has already ended. Ran from like 2016 to 2021. That some people watched, I guess, to keep it on for 5 seasons, but
Who was
not
the
enough.
reboot MacGyver?
I've seen pictures of him. It's just some unknown actor, but he does look like original MacGyver.
He looks like Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, he looks kind of like a younger version of him.
Okay, so I guess.
But yeah, we're watching original MacGyver.
Yeah, with Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, RDA.
RDA, that's what they called him. he was in Stargate.
Yeah, Stargate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is his. People know this face as MacGyver.
MacGyver. I want to say MacGruber every time I hear about MacGyver.
Yeah, I watched some MacGruber clips today to remind me of how funny that was.
I don't think I've ever seen MacGruber, if I'm going to be honest.
The movie or the SNL skits?
I mean, I've seen it in SNL skit or two.
Yeah.
But I've never seen MacGruber the movie.
I've never seen the movie. I bet it's funny. It's like, I think Will Forte is funny.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also think Will Forte is funny. I couldn't say his name, but I believe.
You believe in him?
I like that on Wikipedia it says in-universe information. Number 1, you know what MacGyver's first name is?
Richard Dean MacGyver.
Angus.
Angus MacGyver.
Angus MacGyver.
Okay.
Nickname Mac.
Cool.
Family. No. Wait, I didn't go to the TV show. I went to the Wikipedia of MacGyver,
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah, I did that too earlier today when you
Tricky.
Yeah, when you first click on the link from Wikipedia or to Wikipedia, it brings you to the character, not the show.
Like, no, I want to know about the show. So yeah, 7 seasons.
Mhm.
Wait. 139 plus 2 TV films.
Yeah, 2 made-for-TV movies, which I assume we're just cutting those out. Those came out like 2 years later, and they're like self-contained movies.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything about that.
Mhm.
But 85 to 92. So I feel like late 80s into early 90s sometimes produces some like randomly good television.
Yeah,
How many things out of paper clips is he going to be making? And
exactly. There's a whole culture around MacGyvering stuff of like, hey, you can just build shit out of nothing and just paper clips and bubble gum.
Yeah. Now I just want to like think of like, what in the world is he going to make? Like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a MacGyver episode in my entire life. For real.
Yeah, I'm sure I have as a kid or something, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's probably on. He was probably on like TNT when I was a child or something like that. And I was walking through the living room while my parents were like, MacGyver's on. And I'm like, I got to go outside and MacGyver my own life. But like, yeah, I mean, MacGyver, as I assume you know it or think you know it, and as I think I know it, it's just that dude, and he just like gets out of situations in unusual ways by making a bomb out of paper clips and a sticky tack.
Yeah, the things that like millennials know about MacGyver is he makes stuff out of everyday things.
Yep.
MacGruber's pretty funny.
Yep.
And like Patty and Selma were very into MacGyver and like
like
thought
the
he
Simpsons.
was hot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is he a cop? Is he just like just a freelance guy?
I feel like he's got to be working for the feds, right? Some sort of like special forces, like we bring in MacGyver when we got to get these terrorists or something.
Right. Well, isn't like every picture I think of MacGyver that I'm thinking of right now, he's wearing like a leather jacket. You know, He's like
It's hard for me to tell because I'm only picturing MacGruber, like because MacGruber wears like this like tan vest.
Oh, okay. This is I was gonna show you a picture of what I saw, but this is just the title. But here you go. Like,
oh yeah,
listeners can't see it, but if you're on the Wikipedia page of MacGyver, it's just like him with like a leather coat and like a t-shirt, like a whatever shirt underneath.
Yeah.
So maybe he's a plainclothes detective.
Yeah. He's not in uniform.
In like what? Lawrence, Kansas. I don't know. Like, I feel like this is not a big city. Do you know where it is located?
No idea.
I would say not a big city.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a Walker, Texas Ranger type thing, like where it's nothing super populated, somewhere where you can blow things up and a lot of stuff can happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's either a plainclothes cop or he's like some sort of like Lorenzo Lamas bounty hunter man.
Yeah.
But that seems like too badass for him.
Yeah, I think he's got to be official, but maybe like higher than a cop. That's why I think like some sort of
robo cop.
Yeah, super cop. No, like an FBI agent or CIA or something, like some sort of special force where like he's the top secret guy who's just, got the special skills that they taught him at the academy about if you're ever in a bind and all you have is bubble gum and paper clips.
You can make a dart gun. Subdue them.
So, yeah. If this ever comes up, this ever specific situation.
Like, is MacGyver's got to be a single guy, right? At least right now. He's not like a married man that's
there's no
bye,
way.
honey. Today I'm going to make a robot arm out of pencils and shaving cream.
I guess I wouldn't even be surprised if he has a family in the first episode and they all just die.
Ooh, MacGyver's family dies in the first episode. I like that.
He can't have any attachments.
No, he's MacGyver.
Mm-hmm.
He made a what is it called when you ram a door?
Like a battering ram?
A battering ram out of the bones of his child to get out of a burning house, something like that.
He's gonna make a new wife out of a broom and some like mint.
Honey, you always smell so good. I've made you out of mint. Okay, that's interesting. I think we've speculated enough. Do you have any thoughts of what the first episode might even hold for us?
I think my overall prediction is that I'm gonna like this first episode for whatever reason. Like, I think that if I see a guy escape danger by using his wits, and if the plot is pretty simple, I think I'm gonna like it. I bet. He's a guy who works for some agency and he's thinking about quitting or whatever, but then the terrorists kill his family and now he's just he's dead set on being MacGyver for life. In a way,
I feel like you just described, you didn't, but you described what I feel like a lot of people would think, this is like Jack Bauer if his family died and was a little smart or more clever, which I guess I could flex with that. So
yeah.
That's fine.
It's essentially it's like Batman, right? It's he's got this
poor
trauma.
Batman, really. He's like the poor Batman.
Oh, yeah,
he finds things on the streets to make instead of having $1 million.
Just having the entire Wayne Enterprises corporation behind him.
So that means MacGyver doesn't kill.
Yeah,
because Batman doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think MacGyver kills for sure. I think he's got a code. But yeah, I just that he's got some trauma and now he's dedicated to his job because that's how you get to be MacGyver week to week. Just constantly in dangerous situations. Because otherwise, after 2 situations where you're trapped in a room with a bomb, you're just I don't think I should do this job anymore.
This job sucks. I'm literally almost blowing up every week. But when you got a chip on your shoulder and your family's dead, and you got a code still for some reason.
Kind of got lucky last time by just having some pennies and some rubber bands. Who knows what could have happened if I didn't have those things?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think the speculation is over. I think it's time to dive into the first episode of MacGyver.
Cool.
It's just called Pilot. It was on September 29th, 1985. So let's find out the troubled past or origins, potentially, of MacGyver. It's probably just a really sweet guy that is just really smart or whatever.
MacGyver begins.
But we will be back after the first episode of MacGyver. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of MacGyver. It was called Pilot. And hey, me, do you have a write-up? Yes, I do, Josh.
Way to go.
First episode, a underground lab is destroyed by a mysterious explosion. MacGyver is sent to in to rescue the trapped scientists and stop a deadly chemical leak.
Mm-hmm.
That was the IMDb write-up.
Cool. So it opens with like a cold open that I wonder if most MacGyver episodes start out like this, where he's off doing he's like already in the middle of a mission.
Just heroing somewhere else.
Yeah, there was a subtitle that said like somewhere in Central Asia, present day.
Present day 1985.
Yeah. And he was like climbing up a cliff, and like essentially that mission was he was just saving a guy who was like locked up in a prison.
Yep.
Trying to remember any specifics about that other than
it was like on the top of like a mesa.
Yeah.
And it was like he had a crashed United States jet, and then there was insurgents or something.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So they had to escape, and then they parachuted off the cliff to escape.
They did use trying to note all the things he did.
Mm-hmm.
In that cold open, he used a paperclip to stop a missile, to like deactivate a missile.
Mm-hmm.
And then this wasn't a gadget, but he perfectly threw a Swiss Army knife at that guy and like stuck it into like one of the like wooden planks of his. So it's just an amazing shot.
Yeah.
And then I think he like flattened the muzzle or barrel of like a flare gun to quote unquote create like a jetpack.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most unbelievable thing I think he did the entire episode. So he did all those. And then the show started proper.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was hanging out in his home / observatory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
it's like, and I feel like that's like a famous observatory in LA. It's like on the top of a hill, but he's there with some kid who, like, it seemed that like he had met through like a Big Brothers Big Sisters type program.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just showing this kid around his house that's also an observatory. They're like looking through the telescope.
The kid's just like, "You live here? That's weird."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, it is kind of weird, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess.
And so that kind of ended soon when he got called in to help these scientists that were in like a New Mexico lab or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
He was close to
desert.
Texas and Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the desert, and a bomb went off, but inside the lab there was giant vats of like sulfuric acid.
Yeah, because it's like a secret government lab where there's a few different labs and different experiments going on. They like tell MacGyver that like the scientists that were trapped underneath, because the explosion goes off and there's like a few scientists trapped underneath. And they tell him that they were working on something to do with like the ozone layer, because MacGyver assumed it had something to do with like a weapon or some sort of like military thing. And they're like, no, it was just like environmental research. And he's like, that's weird.
I'm really smart, right? Like I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna know.
So it seems like the mission is set up such that, they're getting MacGyver in because he's good at getting in places, and he's got, I think, 5 hours to go down and like rescue them, or else they're going to dump like some sort of acid or some sort of, it's like a base, some sort of solution.
I wanted to keep saying they were saying hydrogen peroxide, but that's obviously not.
It was like sodium peroxide or something. Like they're going to dump this in to neutralize the acid because they don't want it to flow into the Rio Grande. To
poison the whole river and all the surrounding states.
So like, and they've got like 5 hours before it leaches in to do that. So now you got a set time limit. He's got to get in there, get them out. And there's all this stuff about it's impossible to get in because A, it's all like broken and fucked up, and B, like there's all the security. So like, even if you think about trying to go through the elevator shaft, there's a bunch of lasers in there that like will completely shut everything down. So he takes with him. He's got this like knapsack with him, and they're like, "What are you like taking down with you in there?" And he's like, "No, this is just for stuff I find along the way."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm MacGyver. I find I find stuff and use it." He did ask the guy like right before he left. He's like, "Oh, can I have a cigarette?" And then I was like, "Joe, MacGyver don't smoke.
No, he's too smart.
He's
for that.
too good of a kid, you know." And then so I kind of try to write down the things he MacGyver'd along the way, because in reality he found the majority of the scientists that were still alive really fast, and like got them all to escape. And then it was just him and this girl Barbara Spencer that he found that was with all the rest of the rest of the people, to go to the lower level to try to save these other two like head scientists guys.
Yeah, these last two guys that are like, one and like two of a kind in the world, geniuses.
Right. So along the way, what did he use the cigarette for? Just to see the laser?
Yeah, because of the lasers in the elevator shaft. He was able to use the smoke to like see the lasers, and then he used part of a binocular that he had broken off to like reflect the laser into a hole, and it somehow blew stuff up.
I feel like he like reflected the laser back into itself, and that somehow like broke the laser.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, somehow. And then to get to the initial group of scientists, he like had like a kind of like a hose or something that was like under a beam, and he turned the hose on so it like lifted the beam up, and then he kind of used that as like almost like a hoverboard to push the beam out of the way. Luckily for him, that beam wasn't supporting the whole ceiling, and he didn't kill everybody and himself, so that was good. And then then Barbara Spencer went with him to the lower levels, and when they were down there, they found the big vat of sulfuric acid that was like leaking
through like a crack.
Yeah, through like a little crack, basically. And so then he used he put her on his shoulders, and then she shoved a bunch of chocolate bars into the crack.
Yeah, that he found along the way from just like a vending machine that had broken.
Yeah. So that happened. And then they got to the bottom levels, and then they had to get into the like room, like the doctor's office where the two guys were trapped. How did they do that?
He had created a bomb because it's just like, it was a lab and there's some chemicals in there. He's like, there's gotta be chemicals I could work with in here, right? It's a laboratory.
Yeah.
So he found the right set of chemicals and built a makeshift bomb to blast through the wall.
Yeah, because he was like, what if we can make a door? So they did that, found him. Then they found out that one of those doctors is the one who made the initial explosion. And it wasn't it. Basically, the reasoning was they were going to use his like findings or his research and make it into a weapon.
Right. He had done research on the ozone.
So technically, none of this was a lie yet. I mean,
that he had found out in his research that there's a way to essentially just like accelerate the deterioration of the ozone, that you could just like destroy the entire ozone.
It's basically what we're 36 years later. It's pretty much.
Yeah, we're way ahead of you.
Did it.
But it was some sort of like chain reaction that would like destroy the entire ozone. So his plot was like I invite this one other scientist who knows this research here. I bomb us in here. We're supposed to die and make it look like an accident. And then we set this research back 20 years to try to save the world, because like I'm not going to fucking create a doomsday device.
Right.
Which I'm like, yeah, like I feel like this guy had it right. Like maybe there's like a less convoluted way to like kill yourself and hide your research, but like
I feel like you could have just deleted the file or something, right?
Yeah. Or just like looked at it and been like, just change a number and be like, oh, it's all wrong. None of this works, turns out.
My life's work. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He could have done something else. The one other thing he did, the one other thing he MacGyver'd was because they were going to then they twisted it that they were going to then shoot a missile at the research facility because they didn't think that the hydrogen sodium chloride or whatever they were going to shoot at it. They didn't think that was going to be enough to contain the sulfuric acid, so they were going to shoot a missile
right
at it and just like blow up the facility.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily make too much because people were like in the first floor. The guy was like, as long as you're not in the first, like you wouldn't shoot a missile at a building if people were still in parts of the building.
They're just like above it.
They were just above it. But they said they were going to do that and blow it up. But then MacGyver like turned the power on and off from downstairs and then did Morse code to tell them that it was fine in like obviously the nick of time, like 10 seconds left. He did it.
So yeah, they got an all clear message via Morse code, and then they called off the bombing.
And that was kind of it. And then he smooched Barbara Spencer for like the third or fourth time, and that was the end. Oh, and then at the end he was then just back at home playing basketball in his observatory house with that like big brother kid. Yeah. Reggie, I think is the kid's name. And that was it. That was the end. So I mean, number one, who is this kid and why is he hanging out with MacGyver?
Yeah. Kind of a weird thing to just like throw in, just like, oh yeah. And MacGyver hangs out with kids.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a good guy, but it's just like, give me a reason why at least.
He's got a little kid friend.
It's like his like niece's kid or something, you know, like, or his like sister's kid or something. I don't know. But so that happens. So I mean, what'd you think about MacGyver, Joe?
I liked it. I mean, it was interesting that it was a rescue mission. I kind of assumed it was going to be some sort of like, you need to go take out this target, or you need to go, you know, steal back this thing. And it was, no, you got to go like save these scientists and like get them out of there. It's kind of an interesting setup with like that there is a time limit that if you don't do this fast enough, they're going to blow you up.
Right. It did make me go like, oh man, like, no, MacGyver's like just a really nice guy that just wants to save everyone's lives. I thought I didn't assume that MacGyver was gonna like kill people. Yeah. But I thought he was gonna be less of like just literally like the nicest man in the world.
Yeah. There's no like bad guys in this episode except for the very end where the one scientist admits to the whole plot. And even then it's like a very noble like he was going to ace himself to try to save the world.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there was like, I don't know, not terrorists, but like bad guys at the beginning that he saved like one American pilot from. Yeah. But
a little bit unclear.
They were an American, there, so that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, the main mission is just a rescue mission. And then even at that, there is a bad guy and they quickly subdue him because after his plot gets found out, he tries to just like shoot the other scientist, and like I think just MacGyver's just able to get the gun from him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just got it.
Yeah. It's like, no, don't do that.
Yep.
We're gonna have this ozone bomb. It's gonna be for America.
I think he went like just like the perfect amount of time in between being like, oh, put chocolate and sulfuric acid and you'll be fine. Oh, Morse code the lights. I'm gonna smoke to find the lasers. Like, you know, like every little MacGyver-y thing that he did was like placed in like maybe like the perfect increments. Where it was like, am I losing interest? No, he's doing a new thing.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Yeah, the beginning when he was like trying to save that guy from the like terrorist people or whatever, I was like, I'm less into this. But then once it was like the regular show and he was doing that mission, it was like, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Weirdly into it. Like I didn't think, I was like, this is MacGyver, this whatever. But like it was good. Yeah, I suggest you watch MacGyver currently.
And he's not too cocky or confident. Like he's clearly confident. Like he is going into a very dangerous situation and he's not like freaking out, but he's also not like so nonchalant that he's just like, oh yeah, I'm fucking MacGyver, I got this.
He's almost presenting it like a cool teacher where he's like, what do you think, Spencer? What the lady's name was Barbara Spencer.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you know about sulfuric acid? Blah, 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 blah. Well, to me and you, it's a chocolate bar. But to the acid, it's like a impenetrable force field. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Breaking Bad. I know you
There's some
can.
chocolate
I
in
know
there.
I can melt a person with in plastic.
Yeah, that chocolate and the acid part was probably the most interesting part to me. That like, I don't even like. It seems like that this is one of those things that like probably is true of the things in the show. That like, yeah, if you put some chocolate, the like sugars in the chocolate will react with the acid to create something hard. Like maybe it wouldn't be hard enough to like stop this acid leak, but I guess I could see that making sense.
You'd think they'd have to be.
That they would have done some research, enough research to like be like, this is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way for us to find out. We can't possibly figure
Possibly
that
not.
out. But you would think at least for some of these like bigger things, they would have somebody on retainer that would be like, yeah, no, that holds up. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like some form of scientist be like, hey, we're gonna do sulfuric acid this week. What stops that?
Yeah, anything we could use that's something weird.
Sulfuric acid crack? What can we shove in there? Huh?
It is interesting that when she put the chocolate bars into the crack, she like kind of fed them in like a credit card
Yeah.
instead of just like I would have like slapped it on just like flex tape on the side.
Yeah. Slap it on like some flex tape. Yeah, that's what I thought she was going to do too. But
Yeah.
I mean, either way, they were just like standing. There was like flowing sulfuric acid, and they were just like standing like a foot away from it. And she was just using her bare hand to shove chocolate into these holes. So I was like, someone's going to get someone in real life got burned.
Yeah, it's gonna like
If that was
splash off.
yeah,
or something.
exactly. But apparently they did it perfectly.
They did great. Yeah.
I mean, she got shot later, so.
Oh yeah, she did get shot.
And she got shot by the bad doctor.
She got a stray bullet.
What
And again, MacGyver is pretty nonchalant about that. He's just like, "Ooh, that's not good."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, where'd you get?
He's like, not good.
I should probably save the day fast."
We're trapped underground, like missiles about to hit us, and you just got shot. That's not good.
Yeah, if you might bleed out before we get rocketed. So, yeah, yeah. All in all, interesting pilot. Good. I mean, definitely like a different enough show, and then the pilot shows all these like silly things that he does. So, if like this weird tinkering smart guy figuring shit out is interesting, like I think you'd be interested in MacGyver.
I think that, like, again, Paramount Plus, I was real excited about. They have a bunch of old Nickelodeon shows, and I was watching Legends of the Hidden Temple, which is a show I used to love as a kid. And I watched the first couple episodes, or not the first couple of the show, but I just picked a random season and just jumped in. And then I realized that for a couple episodes in, I was just like, okay, I don't really care about the like in between games. I just want to see them like run the temple at the end.
Oh yeah.
And then even when they're running the temple, I don't really care to see a kid who's just like shitty at this, because that's just frustrating. I just want to see a kid win.
Yeah, you want to see someone elite, but like kids aren't elite.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of feel like that's probably how this show goes. Is like first episode, cool. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna use a bunch of stuff. And like it's kind of like, you know, watching the temple games for the first time. But like after maybe a few of these episodes, you're just like, okay, I get it. He's going to be able to figure out any situation. I just want to know how he figures it out. I don't really want to watch an hour of him, you know, having the same structure every episode.
Well, and even like, you know, 7 seasons, over 100 and 30 episodes or whatever. I mean, not that they couldn't come up with 400 different MacGyver-y things, but yeah, it's just kind of like I could see how it could get not maybe stale, but also maybe like, yeah, you're just like, I don't care about anything in between. There's 5 minutes of the show that I care about, and it's when he like sticks the pencil into like the eye socket, like into the like electrical socket to somehow like make the current jump to his motorcycle to jump start it or something like that. Like, yeah. Like crazy.
Like,
but then
you know he's going to figure it out. You just want to see the results of the final puzzle.
Yeah. And then also, I think in general it's kind of true. Is just that like creative writing and like TV is just kind of better today for the most part. Like especially like, like, but like even things like when Lost was like big or other big shows like Game of Thrones. It's not like MacGyver or anything, but like just like the interest level even after a certain time just dwindles.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it had, a pretty solid following. It was never like, like a top 10 show, but it was, they had a regular audience and it was definitely like a cultural phenomenon. And then it just sort of ended. I was reading about the last season that they had like the first half of the season and then like going into the new year, they just sort of stopped. Oh. And then they just came back with the finale, which is not the last episode. It's the second to last.
Okay, so yeah, because if I'm looking at IMDb right now, it says there was an episode on like December 30th of 1991.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 episodes, one on April 25th and one on May 21st.
Yeah.
So are we watching a specific one? Are we watching?
So yeah, we're watching the April 25th one because that was like the series finale. They canceled the show in like 91 and then they were like, but you're going to get like your finale still. So they did the finale. And then they also had like another random episode in the tank that were just like, well, we'll just air this whenever.
Kind of like what they did to Dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's good to know because I would have said the wrong episode then.
Yeah. So it's going to be that second to last one.
Okay. Well, should we do predictions before we get to that?
Yeah.
I'll do mine first. Mine aren't necessarily about what's like the plot or anything of the last episode. It's MacGyver does something.
Okay.
So number 1 is MacGyver stops an explosion with water.
With water?
Yeah.
Just pour some water on it?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out. If he does it, we'll know. MacGyver opens a door with a toothpick.
Okay, I could see that.
Number 3, MacGyver makes a basket with a basketball.
With a basketball.
Yep.
All right.
So he just shoots a regular basket. He can't. Not everything can be. Oh, how'd he do that? Sometimes he just shoots a basketball. And number 4, MacGyver heals or helps a wounded person with a book.
With a book.
Yeah.
The power of words.
Yeah. Maybe he just reads to him, and they're like, "We're healed." He's like, "Magic."
Like, oh, I feel better now.
So those are my 4.
Reads him some scripture. It's like, oh, I feel good now.
And on the first day, God created you, my good man.
Cool. I think my predictions are kind of similar. It's just like stuff that he does. I have that like people think MacGyver died, but like in the end he actually like survived. I don't know if he necessarily faked his death or if it's just like, they just were pretty sure that it got blown up. But
MacGyver takes his yacht into a storm and lives in the same island that Dexter does.
Exactly. I think that MacGyver smooches someone that he meets in the episode. Just think he's a very forward guy. He's gonna smooch.
He's smooch positive.
Yeah. I think MacGyver eats on the job. Somewhere along the way, he finds some food that may help in his tasks, and he also like eats some of it. He's just gonna like have a pear while he
gotta have calories for energy.
Exactly. And then my last one, I think that the kid Reggie is like MacGyver's Robin, like just kind of takes him under his wing, and now he's like on adventures with MacGyver.
The old little MacGyver sidekick action.
Yeah. Maybe they live together too. Who knows?
Oh, Reggie moved into the observatory?
Yeah.
All right. We'll find out. Okay. Well, let's get into this finale. It's called The Stringer.
Yeah.
That's the right one? Okay. So we're going to watch The Stringer, which was on April 25th, 1992, and we'll be back after that. And we are back from the finale of MacGyver. It was called The Stringer.
The Stringer. I don't remember what a stringer is,
It's like a photojournalist.
but like investigative.
Yeah, it was like
Gets in
it's
hairy
like
situations.
A really cool way of saying you're a photojournalist who drives a motorcycle.
And photojournalist is like a really cool way of saying like just guy with the camera, right?
Yeah, it's like the Indiana Jones of photographer, basically. So the write-up from IMDb is MacGyver and his young Chinese friend are again at odds with the Chinese criminals over labor regulations. During his investigation, Mac is helped by a photojournalist biker named Sam. It turns out that Sam has more than just a passing interest in MacGyver. He believes that MacGyver is his father.
Oh man. How does he know?
The plot thickens in the finale.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for listening. I mean, we didn't see like a paternity test or anything, but MacGyver's pretty much convinced it's Sam is his child.
Yeah, they have it's not a cold open. They do the intro, but then there's this opening scene where MacGyver is investigating this stuff going on with like these Chinese criminals, and then he gets bailed out by this kid who's also investigating this thing going on.
He drove his motorcycle through a door and then through a window.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty dope on a motorcycle. He's got a dope black leather like biker jacket. It's great.
Yeah. Really, just a rad kid. Really.
Yeah. So after this rad kid saves him, then they get to talking, and he says that like he's after the like one of these like Chinese guys because he killed his mom, and his mom was like a photojournalist in I don't know if it was China or somewhere, but like and he's kind of hinting at like this is someone that you've met, MacGyver.
You might know her.
Like you were in the same area at the same time. Also, you like slay with the ladies, so you probably know her.
7 seasons of slay proof.
Yeah.
You a slayer with the ladies.
And then he like finally whips out this like locket that he's wearing that he got it from his mom, that like his mom said that it's a picture of like me and your dad, and like he gives it to MacGyver to look at, and it's a picture of a woman he used to know and also himself. And he's just like, yep, I guess that's me. I guess I'm your dad.
Huh. Complete conclusive evidence. I am your dad.
Yeah. Couldn't have been anyone else. It's just me.
Yeah. Seems like I guess. Seems like have we ever had surprise dad as the finale, catalyst?
Maybe not. I don't think so. Again, like this was 7th season, and it was canceled. The announcement of the cancellation was like made like mid-season. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe it's possible that they like had plans for this like MacGyver as a kid storyline over the course of like the 7th season, or maybe even beyond. But then
maybe possibly saying like, oh, this is going to be the like 7th season finale.
Yeah.
And then in the 8th season, it's going to be MacGyver and Sam.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But then they, ended up getting canceled. So they're just like, all right, we'll just do one episode where the kid shows up.
Mm-hmm. And then essentially the end. I mean, everything else is just kind of almost whatever this whole episode. But in the end, it's just like, okay, me and Sam are gonna. Oh well, the one guy, one of the guys that he was working with was like, hey, here's another contract to be MacGyver for a longer.
Yeah,
and
to
he's
be
like,
yourself.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I got to go on a motorcycle trip with my son.
Mm-hmm.
And that was essentially the only part of the episode that felt like it was the end of the show. When the guy was like, do you want to keep doing MacGyver stuff? And he was like, no.
He's like, I'm done.
I'm done being MacGyver. And then, hey, everybody, it's Richard Dean Anderson. Thank you for watching MacGyver.
Voiceover at the end. Thanks for a great 7 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, silly and like cheesy or whatever it is. I always enjoy if you've watched 7 seasons or a bunch of a show and like somebody is like, hey, this has been fun. Thanks for coming along with us. You know,
Yeah.
appreciate it. That fourth wall, okay with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then in the middle of the episode, the meat and potatoes, I guess, of it was just them trying to thwart this like ex-communist Chinese general guy or something who had killed Sam's mom, aka MacGyver's baby mama, / ex-lover, and who was like, they were like taking Chinese students and putting them into like slave labor,
labor camps
stuff to make things. And then it got, I don't know, kind of got like, oh, like the trade deal. And then it got, I don't know, got weird episode Star Wars episode 1 on us for a little bit.
Trade Federation.
Yeah.
But yeah, the important thing is, so they thwart this criminal, but like when the episode begins, that like Sam is looking for revenge because this dude killed his mom, and he's been tracking this dude, this killer, for like 10 years. So there's a scene where like Sam's like gearing up and he like pulls out a gun to like, you know, take that on the mission, and MacGyver's like, no, like we have to be better than this, we can't like continue the violence. And to which Sam's like, you're right, MacGyver. You got a good point.
Yeah, MacGyver.
And then at the end, when they're like apprehending the criminal, like the woman who's like working with them, who ends up getting kidnapped, like she takes the gun and is about to like kill the like big bad criminal. And then Sam's like, no, we can't like continue the cycle of violence. And then,
my
like,
dad taught me that.
Yeah, he kind of just like winks at MacGyver, and MacGyver's like, I taught you well, son.
That's right.
We're a regular father and son. This is what parenting is.
There was, I mean, for the most part throughout the whole episode 2, MacGyver didn't do very much MacGyvering.
No, nothing. Yeah.
Like, Sam made a splint out of like wood and cloth, which
I feel like I could have figured that out. Like, isn't that what you do when you like have a broken bone?
That's what you do.
It's not even gonna heal it. Just kind of stabilize it so you're not like flopping your arm around.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that was like was that like the most MacGyvering that happened? Really? Was there anything else?
No, I think that was pretty much it. Cause yeah, they were like sneaking onto this ship, which didn't involve creating anything. They're just being sneaky.
They just jumped on a crane, like cargo, and rode it up.
Yeah.
That was just, I mean, you couldn't find stairs. That's the next obvious thing. They MacGyvered an elevator the way everyone else would have. And I mean, and then only the thing that the splint came out of was because MacGyver got shot, right?
Yeah, he at least got shot at. I'm pretty sure he got hit, but I don't know.
I feel like they didn't like tend to that wound.
Because he got shot and then he fell like 30 feet.
He fell at least 2 stories.
Yeah, like on this like shipping barge onto a crate and like broke the crate.
Yeah, and now I think the crate was meant to show like, see, he didn't hit that hard.
Yeah,
I was like, he fell through a crate.
Yeah, he destroyed this crate.
Crates are hard, you know. Yeah. That was insane. Like when they showed like the ship's like cargo hole that he fell down, I was like, that's insane. That's like, have you seen Jurassic Park: The Lost World when they bring the Tyrannosaurus back to San Francisco?
That's how big
and
the
they
hole is.
Put it in the hold thing, and the hold has like the top doors. Imagine if the hold, listeners as well, imagine if the hold to the ship from Jurassic Park: The Lost World that was holding a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a very tall dinosaur, that when they were inside, it had plenty of room to run around. That if you had fallen from the deck of the ship down into that hole to the bottom, that is basically how far he fell. And he like hurt his arm a little bit.
Yeah. Splinted up. He's fine.
And he like got on a motorcycle to have a motorcycle trip with his kid like maybe a day later.
Yeah, not too long. I remember now that they did MacGyver one other thing to get, like, because then they were captured and kept down in that hold, and then to get up out of there, they like found this like pneumatic like air or like water pressure thing and use that to like create some sort of like jetpack to jet out of there, jet out of the hole.
Okay, cool.
But that was it.
That was it, yeah. Not much.
And that wasn't like, I feel like true MacGyvering is like everyday items, like a cigarette or a candy bar or whatever. Not just we found a water pressure machine on the ship
and we used it.
Yeah.
For almost its intended purpose. Yeah. Interesting that they went away with it. But I mean, you know, over 130 some episodes or whatever, you're gonna lose ideas, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved if they would have just like winked at it, even if they just like MacGyver at some point like pulled out a paperclip and they're like, "What are you gonna do with that?" And he's just like, "Oh, I think I'll just hold these papers together."
Yeah.
Like, that seems kind of messy. I don't have a staple, so I'm just gonna clip them together.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my papers. Come on, Sam. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, overall, I would say objectively not as good as the first episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No subjectiveness here. That was objectively not as good. Objectively less MacGyvering, therefore less good in the show MacGyver.
MacGyver just kind of looks tired. I don't know if it's just because like the actor's older or just or maybe it's him in context of like a younger version of himself, like standing right next to him too. But it's just like he just kind of looks tired.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like all of Stargate that Richard Dean Anderson was in, he kind of looked tired the whole time. I think he just he hit a point where he just kind of looked tired a lot. I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I just kind of look tired a lot. Yeah.
There's something about his attitude where he's just like, well, I guess another adventure. Let's see. What do I got to deal with now?
What am I going to do? No one left office supplies. How am I supposed to stop this?
Yeah.
I'm just tired MacGyver.
Whereas like the kid's like real hyped. He's like, I'm going to find my mom's killer. This is my life's destiny.
Yeah, but in a way he fulfilled it. He didn't kill him, but
yeah,
you know.
He had the power to, but he spared his life, and that's almost more. It's deeper revenge, I think. It's not true. You shouldn't. There's no greater revenge than murder, I think.
I mean, that's like the point of revenge, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's satisfying or it solves the problem, but if you're gonna get revenge, murder them.
The ultimate revenge. Yeah.
Murder them. Okay, moving on. I mean, so all in all, from the 2 episodes of MacGyver you've seen, Joe, are you interested in MacGyver?
I'm interested in like maybe one more, I think. I'd like to do some research to find out like what's the one more MacGyver episode.
Like, what's the most MacGyverous show?
Yeah, like what? There's got to be one where he's like, there's aliens or something, or he
builds like a Metal Gear out of like a tricycle and like a dog leash.
He like brings a dolphin back to life. There's got to be something that's like worth seeing. But I feel like I don't really want multiple episodes, 7 seasons of this guy just figuring stuff out.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle it for that long.
Yeah.
It was like interesting.
On the Wikipedia, it said that like a lot of the episodes, seasons 4 through 7 deal with social issues, which I'm like, what are we grappling with in MacGyver? Social issues?
Also like seasons like 4 through 6 or something? Like 1989 to 91 social issues?
Yeah.
What
exactly,
are like,
right?
I mean, there's social issues, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like,
yeah, what level of like them dealing with stuff?
They're not dealing with like climate change or like, I don't know.
It's just like be nice to Asian people.
It seems, I mean,
don't be mean.
They're mean. It seems like they're at least from what we've seen in MacGyver, they are accurately mean to the Asian people that need to be mean to, aka the like killing communist ones, and then nice to the like, I need help, I'm not a bad person. They're not. It's not because they're Asian. It's because they're bad people.
That is true though. That it's 2 for 2 Asian bad guy characters for these episodes.
Oh wait, was one of the doctors Asian in the first one?
No, but just that first scene where they had to save them.
Oh, because they were in
Asian
in
terrorists.
Asia. Yeah, okay, I forgot that. I forgot about that like cold, weird open for the first one.
Cold War open.
You're right. Okay, maybe this is topical for the topical for the day.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey guys, learn from MacGyver, or learn what MacGyver maybe didn't learn.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I would maybe like look up what like maybe somebody said is like the best episode of MacGyver or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the highest rated? What did everyone watch?
I don't know. Maybe it was the first or last.
I just want to say that the 2 television movies that they made were called MacGyver Lost Treasure of Atlantis, which seems like a little like jumping the shark.
That's not. Yeah, it seems a little Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, and then MacGyver. We'll wait for it. A MacGyver Trail to Doomsday.
Okay.
So yeah, MacGyver just turned into Indiana Jones.
I mean, the last listed episode, which wasn't the finale, was what, the Mountain of Youth.
Mountain of Youth. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing we didn't mention yet is that Henry Winkler, the Fonz, was executive producer in all of this show. And then also, if you look up his IMDb, is credited as some sort of producer in pretty much every variation of MacGyver that there's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
So that I think adds a little credence to it. Henry Winkler's generally fun. Has he done some crazy stuff? Is he a crazy person?
Henry Winkler?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's clean.
Oh. Let's just say he's clean because we don't know any better.
Let's just not Google him.
Yeah, let's just not figure that out yet. He's just he's the fun lawyer in Arrested Development. You know, he's in a lot of fun stuff. So until someone tweets at us at FNL Podcast and tells us how dirty and sad Henry Winkler is, we're gonna just say he's a stand-up guy with a lot of MacGyver credits. Does a lot of MacGyvering. So, do you want to go over our predictions?
Sure.
I don't think I did very good, so I'll do mine first. My number 1 was MacGyver stops an explosion with water. I don't think we saw an explosion.
No.
So, he had no chance.
Yeah.
I said MacGyver opens a door with a toothpick. Did he even open a door?
No doors.
Sam opened a door with a motorcycle, which is pretty cool. I said MacGyver makes a basket with a basketball.
No.
And then I kind of was like, maybe he's hanging out with an adult Reggie and playing basketball in the observatory still, but he has a new kid, his own kid now.
His own.
And then MacGyver heals/helps a wounded person with a book.
Mm-hmm.
And the closest we got to that was Sam gave MacGyver a splint with materials that you would use for a splint.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a big old 0.
Cool.
Unfortunately.
I had people think MacGyver died, but in the end he survives. I don't think he was ever actually, even at the point where he fell, I feel like they knew he was okay. It wasn't like, oh, thank God he's alive.
Right. Yeah, I don't think anyone was like, he's dead.
Should have been, though.
He should have been dead.
I said Max smooches someone he meets in the episode, which is not true.
Mm-mm.
It would have been a nice moment if he would have like smooched his son or something.
Give him like a forehead kiss or something like that.
You know.
Not that kind of relationship.
Not that close yet.
Yeah.
We'll see after the motorcycle ride. I said MacGyver eats on the job. I don't remember him eating. There wasn't really a moment where he had any food.
I don't recall food either.
And then the kid, Reggie, is Max Robin, which, man, that was close. I should have just said he had a Robin because Sam, his son, is pretty much his Robin.
Pretty much his Robin. That is true. If you would have said he had a Robin, I probably would have given you that one.
Mm-hmm.
They even ride bat bikes now. They got motorcycles that they ride off on. All right, well, we did terrible.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good MacGyver ride.
Yeah, solid show.
MacGyver.
Great way to say goodbye to Paramount Plus. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, Paramount Plus. Make your streaming service work better on PlayStation 4.
Get more episodes of Salute Your Shorts.
Or just, if you're going to have shows, have the whole seasons of things. It's crazy.
Yeah. Or even watch like Clone High was on there, which is a show I liked a lot on MTV.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is not as good as I remember.
Yeah, I think your biggest problem with Paramount Plus is they have a lot of shows that you remember being great, and then watching they are disappointing now.
Yeah.
Whereas any show that I've looked up is just seemingly incomplete for some reason on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
And also the streaming services, not very good.
It was just like Clone High. I had like realized that this was just my entire like high school sense of humor was just jokes ripped from Clone High. And now that it's like 20 years later, I'm just like, yeah, this is not like funny anymore.
Oh, I wasn't funny. Yeah, coming to reality that maybe your sense of humor has evolved a little bit over the years.
Yeah.
You got to learn it sometime.
Happens.
I haven't learned it yet. I think I've been on point for 36 years. Someone will put me in my place one day.
Yeah, when you listen to this podcast in 20 years.
Yeah. Ooh, just delete all these from the internet. But until then, listeners, if you want to make show suggestions or just get in contact with us for whatever reason, contact other people. If you want to tell Joe you're his kid.
Whoa.
You can hit us up at FNL Podcast.
You got a locket with like me in it.
If you have a locket with your mom and Joe in it, send it our way.
Yeah.
At FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. I can't wait. And that'll do it. Next week, episode 200 Bonanza, hosted by Jimmy. Can't wait to see what he brings. I'm sure he's been planning it for a good maybe 24 hours after he hears this episode.
Yeah. No way to disappoint.
No way to disappoint. He can't possibly disappoint you. If Jimmy disappoints you, he loses 5 points. It's the only way I'm going to win this episode, or this season, if you guys start losing points, because I'm not gaining them. That's for sure. But, all right, well, we'll see you for episode 200 next week. Have a good week. Until then, goodbye.